Sprites! Oh my god, I am so excited to be making this video. Usually I'm in my bedroom, but I waited very late to record this. I feel like there's so much I've been wanting to catch you guys up on. Okay, so something I'm really excited to tell you guys is this is a video of the Anime Inc. convention in Richmond. That is where I am headed right now with Mr. Stardust. We're currently at 7-Eleven to get gas and to get some extra snacks. The car, you guys, I am so glad that he has a truck because we would not have been able to pack everything. I'll insert a video, but like it is full. And we actually had to go back home after we left. We were only like 5 minutes away, but I remembered we didn't bring the soot table, and I really wanted to have that. But let me give you a quick rundown of today specifically. We're heading to Richmond, and we're going to check in at the hotel. Check-in's at 4, and setting up the convention is also at 4. So we're gonna drop off some extra desk mats, and then we're going to head to the convention and set up, and then after that we're gonna get dinner, and then I got Mr. Stardust and I tickets to see the Demon Slayer movie, and I believe today is the last day that it's even showing in theaters, so I'm very excited because it's so good. So the main goal is honestly going to be packing up. A warning would have been nice. The main thing is going to be having everything set up at the convention before 8:30 because 8:30 is when the Demon Slayer movie is, and the movie theater we're going to is approximately the movie theater we're going to is approximately 20 minutes away. I think anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. So we are going to be kind of pushing it. And setup is between 4 to 9, but if our movie's at 8:30, then we can't stay till 9 to set up. That's the plan so far. Really excited to just have everything up because after that, the rest of the weekend's kind of smooth sailing, just showing up and going through the motions. I brought a lot, and I'm very happy. This is the most I've ever brought to a convention. I brought more inventory of everything, but I also brought new product. So I have the JJK t-shirts, and I made Pokemon blind bags. They're Pokemon Evolution blind bags. The Star Sprite tables, some paintings. I have a discount bin, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping and I'll check in with you guys once we're done. Bye. So the hotel lounge area was honestly really nice. It had more of a cozy cafe kind of vibe to it. I do wish that we had more time to hang out and just sit around down here, but with the hours of Anime Inc. being so long, we didn't really get to do that very much. But we did get to sit when we waited for a pizza that we ordered one night, and in the mornings when we got Starbucks because they had a Starbucks in the lounge area. But overall, it was honestly really nice, and it was cool seeing other artists and vendors hang out down here. So we just made it to the hotel, and it's really, really nice. A few things. Our room is smaller than I thought it was going to be. The hotel room at Awesomecon was a lot bigger. As you saw, it was like the main living room lounge area, and then the bathroom was pretty big and had 2 sinks, and then the bedroom was pretty big. This is all like one room, but we're barely gonna be here anyway because the hours of Anime Inc. are so long. So aside from that, we're about to head to the convention center so we can start setting up, and then we're gonna try to set up in 3 hours or less so we can make it to the Demon Slayer movie.
Almonds and coconut.
Okay.
But this is chocolate and salt, so you could try a trace amount.
12:30 a.m. It took a lot longer to get set up and everything at the convention center than I thought it was going to. There was a line in order to park, and then parking, you'd only sit there for 30 minutes while you unloaded everything, and then you had to find parking elsewhere. We found a parking spot, like a little parking lot, literally right across. So after we got everything in, Mr. Stardust was able to take the truck and park literally across the street. So he didn't have to walk very far or anything like that. Yeah, we were rushing to set up because our movie, like I said, was at 8:30. And by the time we actually started setting up, it was like 6. So I was like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to set up all this stuff in 2 hours. Luckily, I did find out that for the movie, even though it started at 8:30, it really didn't start until like 8:50, 9 o'clock. We finished setting up at like, I wanna say like 8. I'm pretty sure we like left at like 8:10. And we managed to make it in time. Mr. Stardust loved it. While we were setting up, they were playing the Soul Eater opening 1, and I was like, oh my god! I thought of my little brother because Soul Eater is like one of our childhood anime that we had watched when we were like, when I was in middle school and they were in elementary school. And I was like, oh my gosh. So that was really, really cool. But I'm gonna shower, we're gonna go to bed, and we're gonna get to the hotel a little bit early. The only thing I have left to do tomorrow is to put the signs up on the display. So hopefully we can figure out breakfast and then get there a little bit earlier because I would really like to walk around as well. Yeah, I'm gonna stop yapping. I will update you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. So I was gonna record when I first woke up, but honestly, I was so tired. The convention starts at 1 today, but early VIP can come in an hour early, which means they'll be there at 12, and we still had to put up the signs for our display. We basically should be there at least an hour before the VIP, so at least by 11. And it's currently 9:35, so we'll be there pretty early. I will show you guys my outfit and Mr. Stardust's outfit. Today we're just wearing our I'm the Artist t-shirts. So mine says I'm the artist and his says I'm the artist helper. And then tomorrow we'll start cosplaying. I'm so freaking excited. I don't even know if I really want to tell you guys who we're cosplaying yet, but I'm very excited about it. Yeah, let me give you the whole fit. I have my matching hair clips to match the pastel vibes, and then this necklace that I made, and my star earrings, and then my opalite necklace because I figured it also matched. Yeah. This is the outfit. Turn around. Whoop, whoop. There's a Starbucks in our hotel, so we're gonna go get some Starbies, and I guess we will head to the convention center.
Inner design is individually affected. Inner design isn't. Yeah. Because there's 2 junkies and they both have different outer designs, and it sounds exactly the same.
So believe it or not, this is actually the only other footage that I got for Friday. I think I was just so excited and a bit overwhelmed because there was so much to see that I just wasn't thinking and didn't think to record like sales or anything. We also forgot to get Starbucks, even though that was the next spot we needed to go after leaving our hotel room, so I'm not quite sure how that happened. But we did get to see these really cool cars. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sonomy, I do think the colors on this one looked really cool and I really liked the wheels. But ultimately, I think the Chainsaw Man one may have been my favorite because I really love the colors and I really like Dingy. How did you say today went?
It was slow, but it could have been worse.
I agree. We almost made back table. We were at what, like 570 something. Table was 550. Oh yeah, 750. Sorry, I'm tired. Table was 750, so we're like 100 something away from making back table. Lots of people were interested in my paintings and nightstand. Some people said they were going to come back for it. So hopefully we definitely sell some of those tomorrow, because that will help us out a lot. On Saturday of the convention, Mr. Stardust and I decided to cosplay Momo and Evil Eye. This was so much fun because this was also Mr. Stardust's first time ever cosplaying. And I just found it really funny that on his very first time, we decided to do a full face of makeup for his cosplay. I do believe we woke up around 4 a.m. I think to do his face paint because we also needed enough time for me to do my makeup. Saturday was honestly a lot busier than Friday. You could tell that there were a lot more attendees that showed up and a lot more people that were shopping and visiting different artists' booths. Something that was really cool is we saw a lot of the same people walking around with either their pants leg up or completely shirtless because they were in the middle of getting a tattoo done. So it was really, really cool being able to see more of their tattoos done than the previous time that they walked by. Something else that I thought was really cool is all of the events that were being held throughout the duration of the convention. They had a few cosplay contests, which was really cool because so many people really dressed up and put their all into their cosplays. And they also had a karaoke event. We ended up stumbling across this really cool artist who made more modern art in an older Japanese art style. Mr. Stardust loved his work and ended up buying a few of his prints.
Oh, this is supposed to be.
I think this might be a bandana. As long as the convention was on Saturday, it was still so crazy how fast it happened to fly by. And before we knew it, the day was over and we were heading back to our hotel to order pizza for dinner. Time to watch Charlie and eat. On the final day of the convention, Mr. Stardust and I cosplayed Lemon and Mash from the anime Mashal. We did come across this really, really talented artist that I did an art trade with. I absolutely love her art style and the colors and the theme of her art. It is just really cool and reminds me of art that could be in a video game. This is another artist that I had the pleasure of doing an art trade with. I had actually been following her for a few years on Instagram and I didn't even know she was going to be at Anime Inc. until I stumbled across her booth. So I had to grab some of her art because I am obsessed. Since the hours were so long for Anime Inc. and we didn't want to have to drive through work traffic and everything, we did end up staying in Richmond an extra night and we decided to head home on Monday. So we ended up grabbing some Starbucks in the morning and just kind of hung out in the lounge area until it was time for us to leave. Something that I did want to share with you guys that made my entire Sunday was this one exhibitor near the end of the convention ended up giving me and Mr. Stardust a few Demon Slayer collector's cards. He was trying to get rid of them and had said that if we didn't want them, we could throw them away, which obviously we weren't gonna do, but he gave us like 3 to 4 packs of these and it was just so cool being able to sit down with Mr. Stardust Monday morning and open them, and just the excitement of it being like a blind bag and not knowing which cards we were gonna get. It was just a really cool experience. Some of them are so pretty and it was really cool like dividing them up and deciding who was gonna get what. But it was really sweet and I'm really grateful that that exhibitor gave us these. That was mine. Another Tengen. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. They're really like giving us a lot of movie shirts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thank you
cool. So let's break down our income and expenses for this weekend at Anime Inc. So as you guys already know, Friday we made $582.74. Saturday we ended up making $1,142.06. And Sunday we made $1,075. As far as our expenses go, the table fee was $750, and because we went to Richmond on Thursday and left on Monday, it was $982.59 for our hotel. We spent about $157 on food and about $60 on gas, and because we did valet parking at the hotel, that was $200. So our total expenses came out to about $2,149.59, which means we profited about $650.21. It is a little bit discouraging seeing how much money we made that weekend versus how much we actually walked away with. However, I am really proud of myself because it was still an experience going to such a huge con and such a long-houred con. And I do believe that $600 is still a lot of money to walk away from and profit, considering all of our expenses that we had. It's also really nice knowing that we definitely could have saved money in a lot of other ways. We could have brought our own food and that would have saved us money there. We also could have found a parking garage or found a cheaper area to park instead of going with valet for the weekend. And we also could have just arrived on Friday, or we could have left on Sunday after the event was over to save money on hotel costs. Overall, I'm very happy with the outcome of the event and the experience that I got to have. I'm super excited to share that I will be attending again this year. It'll be the 2nd through the 4th of October. We will definitely try to cut costs in areas that we talked about and also try to profit more this year than we did last year. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to edit and upload this video. The next one that I'm planning to have up will be the vlog from Anime USA. That convention was held actually the weekend right after Anime Inc. So I'm very excited to share that one with you guys. Hopefully it will be up sooner rather than later. For the rest of the video, I'm just going to be showing off all of the art trades and art purchases that I made throughout the duration of Anime Inc. Please like and subscribe and comment down below what your favorite art piece is that I've shown in the video. I'd love to know what it is. Thanks for lighting up my dreamy little corner of the universe, Star Sprites. Until next time, bye.